Madcap Toys fans, you are back at the Christmas Cottage, aka Toy Barn. I hope you are doing fantastic, and you probably are wondering why I've been missing for a few days. But I will get to that in just a minute. But before we begin, if you haven't already, what are you doing? Subscribe to the Madcap Toys family. We want you to be a part of us. Also, make sure to hit that bell for all notifications because each and every time we upload content, of course, you're going to be the first to know. And comments, you know we love them, so just keep them coming. First of all, I want to thank Daren right here and right now for helping me out in the last few days. So as you guys know, in the last couple of days, he did a couple of lives. And thank you for all those folks that participated and commented and gave us your input and advice. We really, really do appreciate it. But I do want to thank him for that. We got kind of stuck in a lull, so to speak. So we were doing really well with, the sales were continuing to come in. I didn't have a lot on my plate when it came to my other day job. But then all of a sudden it just crashed and burned in the sense of my day job picked up. I had to do more things. The winter weather has hit us, as you guys already know, and are experiencing that. And we just had a bunch of things pile up on us. So the last few days, I have been working on trying to continue to keep things going. There was a day last week that Madcap Toys Plus didn't get any sales. Like for the last couple of days in the month, she's got nothing. And then all of a sudden it kind of heightened up and so forth. So at the moment after Valentine's Day that you guys saw the last video, we basically were at a lull. I said, Daren, I don't have very many to talk about. He said, I had to skip it and we'll just get to it. I'll put something listing on a video on Monday, etc. So it kind of backed us up there. And so in between that, me going to the insurance office before it really snowed, and then the snow, things got caught up with us. We do have sales. We have been making sales. I am behind and tell you on the what sold, as you know. So we're going to try to get caught up again, but also discuss with you a few things as well. So you came for the video for this. So also another thing that's kind of kept me busy, Daren and I have been working with a gentleman that is involved in the community board of district.net. I'm not sure if you guys are aware of that or not, but we have been talking about it. So we finally got a little bit serious, and last week Daren and I opened up Madcap Market, which is a marketplace there that basically we invite sellers and buyers alike that they can come and not only buy from a Madcap Market, which is, of course, Madcap Toys and Madcap Toys Plus, two different little entities. But if you're a seller, you can come in at no cost to you to put a place there, open up a store. There's no subscription fees, no store subscription fees, unlimited listings. The only caveat is if you make a sale, there's a 10% fee. 5% goes to the main site district because they do the hosting, they do help with the advertising, all of that, and then 5% goes into the reinvestment to bring in more and more sellers. So it's actually a lot less expensive than what you're paying now on eBay for final value fees. I believe Poshmark and I believe Macari, correct, Daren?
Yeah, it's cheaper than
so
all,
it's
all
less
the sites we're with.
so it's less expensive.
I'm going to say on average, there may be something that happens or with district that I'm unaware of, but right now from the sheets I look at, it looks like it's cheaper than all of them.
So at first Daren had an idea, but he didn't know what was going on. He wasn't really in the first meeting because they basically told me and a few other people that were at this meeting last week, okay, you're going to be put on a waiting list, you guys, and hopefully we'll get back to you in a couple weeks or longer when we don't know. So kind of left Daren and I kind of in the okay basket. We'll just move on with our lives, and when you guys contact us, you will. Well, 24 hours later, and you've probably seen this a few videos ago when you saw me last, they were like, you're in. You guys are in. Madcap Market is alive. You can start taking some of your stuff and start putting it over there and start advertising Madcap Market and starting to get people to be a part. So that was like an overnight thing, kind of. It was exciting. It was awesome and still is. So when I introduced Daren to District and actually in the Madcap Market to kind of see what it's like, how easy it is to list, the dude fell in love, because the listing is a gabillion times simpler, and he will agree with me on this, than any of the other platforms. It's just so user friendly when it comes to adding the pictures, the listing. There's no item specifics. They also have where you can, share, and I'm going to probably get more videos on here about it. So just bear with me on that. I will be starting to do a few Madcap Market lessons on how to list an item, etc., how to live sell, all of that. So just bear with me. But it shows where you can also post from your listing the different social medias, which they have currently: Twitter or X, Instagram, and Facebook. And Daren actually was the one that showed me how to do it, because I've been so involved with the meetings and the setting up and all of that good stuff. So in essence, for me and Daren, it's basically like restarting our past web page we used to have years ago called bidzinger.com, but we didn't want to kind of go back to that. We wanted to basically retain what we have with our name with Madcap, right? But we wanted to make sure it wasn't just a place where people could sell toys, which you could, but we wanted to also share that you can sell collectibles, fan memorabilia, collectibles of all sorts. Your mind can go from here to there, right? It doesn't matter what it is, if it's a little ceramic, or if it's a dish, or if it's a vintage toy, etc., etc., or coins. It can be whatever you want to be. So you could even set up something if you have, whether you're just a niche is what they call it, or if you have a roundabout with collectibles, that you could put them on there and be able to share them with your social media and with others, etc., etc. So also as well, the great thing about it is, if you're already signed up with the reseller community, Facebook link is down in the description below. The district, you can see the logo on the Facebook group. It's already there, that you could share your Madcap Market items down there in that community where other people can see it. And we're continually to grow that community as we speak. And the great thing that we do like about Madcap Market right now is that there are 3 ways to sell. And you can do it all of the above, or one or the other. It just depends on how you do things. So number 1, if you have ever participated with Whatnot, or you participated with eBay beta when it comes to live selling, you can do that at Madcap Market. You can set up a date, a time where you can sell your wares in front of a camera with a live selling feature. And or you could do what we do now, have a listing with a buy it now feature, or you could do the old fashioned way where you set up auctions. Daren and I, we used to do that in the very beginning for several years. Right now we don't do that. It just doesn't make sense for us. We're a buy it now kind of person. List it, buy it now, and wait. But you could do a plethora of things. You could have live selling going on. You could have some auctions listed. You could also have some buy it now listings on as well. So it's an open door for you. You can create a logo of your own store, so to speak, and the name. You could do whatever you like. So what happens is, if you want to be a part of Madcap Market, we're going to have all the information in the description below how to be a part of that. It basically, when you sign up, it'll just basically say that Madcap Market will have to look into and approve, so to speak, your application. But of course, if we know you and know where you're at and what you do, it shouldn't be a problem. But it's basically, once we see that you do that, we receive an email directly, and then we will approve that, and then go from there, and then you will have the ability to set up and so forth. And I'm going to, and like I had mentioned, I'm going to, when I get some time, to get more Madcap Market videos on that teach you how to list an item there, how to do a live selling show on there, just how to market your items on there, etc., etc., etc. But Daren had told me the other day, he goes, Kathy, it is so, I feel like I'm listing 20 times quicker on there than I am on eBay. And he can definitely vouch for that. He said, I'm going to work on Madcap Market today. I'm going to put a few on eBay. I'm going to, kind of refresh a few Macari listings that died on the vine. But he said the listing there is just fantastic. And I agree too, because I have Madcap Toys Plus only has maybe 20, 30 items on it so far, because I've got to figure out how to I want to import a section of it over there to see how it goes. So try in the midst of that. So if you see us, if you go on to there and go to Madcap Market, you'll see that we don't have the thousands on yet, because we're still trying to work on putting new on, as well as maybe import some old that just kind of died on the vine on other platforms. So we're moving. It's kind of like moving a chair from putting it in the back of the truck and then driving down the road to the new house and then putting it inside and then going back and getting another piece of furniture for us. We are trying our best to kind of move that. But also, I do have a meeting to this evening with the my community director, that he is going to start sharing with me how I can, on our end, me and Daren, to be able to promote Madcap Market, but also promote our sellers as well. It's a very exciting time for us. It's something Daren and I have kind of talked back and forth over the last 24 months. I know it took us forever, but with time issues, the business, everything that we had been doing, it was something we wanted to do, but it just was not the number one thing we could do at that time because of time factors. But now we are in, and now we are moving forward, and we cannot wait to see what it's going to do and how we can help folks make money and sell, and not be gorged to death on fees, continuously changes, and have to deal with that and just be sitting on zeros all the time. So we're excited. We hope you are excited. And again, I will be sharing, along with some more what solds from here, but also some of Madcap Market and all of the different things to help folks get ready, get started, and all of that. So I hope that helps out. I don't have anything really to talk about when it comes to eBay in general, eBay issues, blah, 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 complaints, blah, blah, blah. Y'all know, fee structures, everything we've been talking about is, it's a vomit of, okay, whatever, you're going to do this to us again. Okay, USPS, you're still delaying some of our packages, and you're still trying to raise fees, another thing going on soon. It's either before the end of the month or starting in March. It's crazy. It's just like throwing icy snowballs at us, but we're working through that. We're working past that and going from there. So I'm not going to talk about the other sites today. They do have some past sales that we did sell. So we're going to catch up from when I talked to you guys a few days ago. So we're going to start from there. So the very first one, guys, we're just going to go with Madcap Toys, The Godfather, and just kind of do what we have had done. And again, this is kind of behind from last week. Apologize again from all this. It's just things kind of got caught up, and when we took a day to say let's hold back, it just kind of snowballed. So thank you, Daren. He's sitting across from me in the office for saving my day, being the rescue man, and working with you guys live on a couple videos that helped out a ton. So I'm glad to be back today. So the very first one, we had sold some die cast. Love that. This was a specific Batmobile that had Batman live in front of it. So we wanted to make sure we had a buy from a guy, I didn't want to rhyme, but a buy from a guy that had a huge amount, didn't he, Daren, of Hot Wheels, Johnny Lightning, all of that he came into our store years ago and said, I got all this, I don't want to do that. There's Daren. Here he is. He's going to the barn. Gotta go to the barn. If you could you find, sorry guys, could you find that figure maybe for me that's out there? Just check it out in your computer. It's that purpley one. He's got his phone. That's the only thing I need today, and then you can stay warm the rest of the day. I promise. I do promise. And anyway,
you got Rambo?
That's inside upstairs. I'll deal with that. So that's an easy warm thing, right?
Make 2 trips.
Okay. Anyway, or take my bag and do the DVDs. He's trucking out some more media to the barn and to our shelving area. This is the Hot Wheels HW Imagination Batman Live Batmobile. Again, found in our die-cast wall. This one went out to Alberto. Thank you so much. Took advantage of that 22% coupon. Daren still has that coupon going from now until the end of the month. Madcap Toys Plus also has her 15% going on till the end of the month as well. And this sold for $5.98 plus.
Ship to boot.
Oh, he's still here. Shipping to boot. Thank you so much for that. Going out, had already went out to you in the AM this last weekend. And so
You show him off. He is cool.
He's not only, he's listed right now on Madcap Market. I love this guy.
I love him.
Isn't he cute? He is came from the Berry Buy. We had a Berry Buy early last year and bought a ton of his plush that he bought for his little boy, now grown boy. And this was one of them. This is actually Pokey from the Gumby and Friends, guys. You guys probably know him. And we had a few more. He is actually a really good price because he's from, I think, the late 80s.
Yeah.
So, cute. 11, I think he's 11 to 14 inches, but amazing. So he's one of the guys that's going out to the toy barn. So a lot of vintage stuff there.
Well, he just stands out. He's really awesome color.
He's really awesome. And we have some others, too, that I've been kind of identifying. As a matter of fact, on that note, I know I'm going everywhere. I promise you I don't have ADHD or anything, but it's just been crazy. I'm going to show you a stuffed animal that I can't find on eBay Lens or Google Lens. Hold on just a second. Maybe you resellers could tell me who this is. I have taken pictures of him. Let me show you the back. There's a symbol on the back, but on the tag over here, it just says, oh, sorry, made in China. It doesn't say anything like Pokemon or whoever. I looked up on the Pokédex, and they didn't have him listed or any. It didn't look like he didn't look like any of them. So I don't know if he's Digimon or whomever. So if you are out there and you know exactly who he is, let me know in the comments below. I would love to get him listed because he looks cool. So if you guys know, let me know. For some reason, I cannot find him on Google Lens. I cannot find him on Daren's eBay app. So yeah, he's right now sitting next to me, just waiting in line to get listed. So if you know who he is, he's on the milk carton right now. But let me know who he is so I can get him listed. Thank you so much. Again, so like I said, Daren did a huge die-cast buy, and so we had many Batmobiles, but this one had the particular Batman Live in front of it. All right, on to media. We sold some media, of course. This is the 1979 Disney Children's Favorites Volume 1 LP. Of course, it's the 33 RPM vinyl record. Glenda took advantage of the 22% off coupon. Thank you, Glenda. And this sold for $8.99 plus ship. I am always a huge fan of vintage children's music. And we have actually sold another type today that'll probably be in the next couple videos, but was very excited about selling that. I'm also a fan of the smaller records, the 45s, where they come with a book where you can read along too. Big fan, used to have that back in the day as well. All right, next up, I had to be careful of this, but what was so exciting is I already had it packed, bubble wrapped, each glass stacked and ready to go, and just had it on a shelf out in the toy barn. Daren was helpful enough to grab it for me. All I had to do was smack a label on it and ship it out. This was a eBay international shipping item, which again, the global distribution took care of all of that once it got to the hub. This was the lot set of 12 Payo Smurfs Baker Smurf drinking glasses. Beautiful condition, no chips, no cracks, nothing. Again, I bubble wrapped each of the 12 glasses singularly, gently put them in a priority mail box in a 12/8 by 12 box, and stuffed it full with stuffing around it, and sent it off to eBay, the Glendale global shipping distribution. This one went out to Tomo. Thank you so much. And this sold for $38.99 exactly, plus ship, exactly what we asked for. It's so exciting. Daren found these in a yard sale. He grabbed them, wanted them. We actually personally kept them for probably a couple of years. I said, Daren, our glassware is actually right behind me, right here. And I said, it's getting too full. I want to keep my original 70s McDonald's glasses that are in perfect shape. I said, all of these are basically just the same Smurf. And so he goes, okay, fine, we'll list them and see what happens. And it worked out beautifully. So definitely got our money back and then some. So thankful. Now we've got some room there. We may even have to go through some of our glassware again, but man, I am stuck on the 70s McDonald's glasses. I just love them to pieces. All right, and next up, Daren sold from our Masters of the Universe buy that we purchased back in the summer with Brandon. This is the 1984 vintage Mattel Masters of the Universe toy insert. This was the one that said Grizzlor on it. And this insert went out to Ollie. Thank you so much, Ollie. And this sold for $4.66 plus ship. So just a little bit of a discount there. But again, we are in profit zone with those toy inserts and booklets. And I think Daren has like a stack in his coin desk in the upstairs office. So perfect. And then from an Amazon pallet buy that we did a while back, we had two of these. We've actually sold one on this one. And I think I've sold another one on another side. Or it could be this one. I'm not sure. But this is the Hourglass Sand Timer, 5 minutes. Of course, the little sand there is green. This actually, the picture doesn't do justice. It looks smaller in the picture, but it's actually a little bit bigger, honestly. And Zay took advantage of the 22% off coupon. Thank you so much. And it sold for $12.98 plus ship. Very, very nice. I think I may have paid maybe with that whole pallet probably $2 for it. So I was just thrilled to see that sale come in. Another Target pallet item that we had listed on Jordan Shelf 3 is the 2024 New Mint Box Spritz LED lighted garland. 20 lights, pretty to put around photos, decorations in the room, etc. Or to decorate around a lamp, whatever you decide to do. And this one went out to Connie. Hi, Connie. Thank you so much. And this sold for $5.08. Again, something we didn't have a lot into it, being coming from a large pallet. And I think it was like a slight discount on that. Had already went out to you, Connie, in the AM. And then next up, Barbie is still selling. We still have a lot of these Fizzy Baths, I think 16 more available that we got in cases. This is the Barbie Fizzy Bath doll in play set. Was found on the Justin shelf. And this one went out to Stephanie. Hi, Stephanie. Thank you so much for that. And sold for $15 plus ship. Not too bad at all. She asked for a little bit of a discount. Gave it to her. I think it was for someone for a birthday. So can't go wrong there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we're on 7. All right, and keep it on moving. I just found this guy last night and got him packed for shipping this morning. This is the 1982 vintage Hasbro G.I. Joe MMS Mobile Missile System, which I guess that's what it stood for, vehicle base. And he actually looks bigger in the picture. It was not. It was small, actually fit into a 6x6x6 cardboard box. So that was an easy to pack. And Joe took advantage of the 22% off coupon. Thank you, Joe. And this sold for $12.98 plus ship. Very thankful. It packed easy and not too bad for a price, because Daren was getting a bunch of vehicles and weapons and accessories, and this was part of that buy there. So very thankful. And thank you, Joe, for being a repeat buyer as well. We appreciate it. And next up, more media sold. This is one of the buys. We got a bunch at a yard sale of different vinyl records, anywhere from children's to gospel to musicals, etc., etc. This one is Jesus is Lord, Kenneth Copeland, 33 RPM vinyl record. of course, was found in our upstairs storage where we have all of our vinyl records. This one went out to Terry. Hi, Terry. Thanks so much. And this record sold for $7 plus ship. Not too bad. Again, we only have like maybe a buck or two in each vinyl record that we had purchased. So made our money back, and then some. They asked for an offer, and we definitely took that. And then next up, right after that, we sold another vinyl record. I love this. He's one of my favorite guys. On the Sesame Street, Grover Sings the Blues, 33 RPM vinyl record. This one went out to Lola. Hey, Lola, thanks so much. Enjoy that vintage record. It's very, very cool. And this sold for $9.99 plus ship. Very, very, very nice. And the media still keeps coming. We had this in our upstairs storage as well when we started, kind of putting DVDs here and there. This is from Child's Play. It's a double feature, so Child's Play 2 and Child's Play 3. It's a double feature. This one went out to Kamal. Thank you so much, Kamal. It's already being shipped out to you. Very good price. Sold for $4.20 plus ship. I believe this was one that we found at a yard sale. Probably didn't pay very much for it. Maybe 50 cents, 75 cents, etc. So worked out really well. Still profited good. And then next up, from one of our clothing palettes, we sold a women's Marvel Black Panther graphic crop t-shirt, size medium. Chris took advantage of the 22% off coupon. Thank you, Chris. And this sold for $6.99 plus ship. In the medium size, we have another 4 of these available. So if interested, DM me and we can see what we can do to help you out there. If you need one to sell or if you need one to buy, whatever you want to do there. And the wreaths keep selling. So I sold another pair of a set of 3 of wreaths. We still have 21 sets of these available, and I'm sure, did I get those? No, they're still on the left-hand side of me. We're still got more to add to that pile. And I was nice. I still have a ton, so I actually gave this lady not only the set she bought, but an extra set because, they're a little bit thin, but just to make great because I have so many of them from that palette buy. This is from the Design Group 3-inch mini wreath set of 3. Nancy took advantage of the 22% off coupon, and it sold for $4.99 plus ship. And then, of course, another short shirt that we got from our Target palette. This is from A New Day women's extended shoulder t-shirt, size extra small. This one went out to Leah. Hey, Leah, thank you so much. We have 5 more of these available in extra small. Sold for $5.94 plus ship. Let's see if I've got the number that I was going to ask for today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we actually talked about 14. So we're going to stop right there. And we still have pending to talk to you about on the what solds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 just on the Godfather site. We have 1 to talk about on Poshmark, and we have maybe 5 to 10 to talk about on Madcap Toys Plus. But we're going to save that for the next video. But I wanted to share with you, we've actually just been selling good of the Hoarding King, a.k.a. Jordan, if you're watching. Hey, Jordan. He had a couple of items to ship today, and because of the snow that was coming down, he said, Dad, hop in my truck. I got a Ford F-150. Let's take my 2 packages off and your packages off, and we'll get you out of the snow and get to where you can get to the mail. So he did that for us, which was awesome. Thank you, Jordan, and dropped that off with us and got the. Oh, we got this. So we got one that we got to pack, guys. It's due tomorrow, so let's hope Daren and I can ski down the hill so we can.
All right, I'm going to be rude for a second.
Get there. You're going to be rude?
Alexa, remind me at 5 p.m. to turn down the heater.
Isn't she nice?
Okay, I'll create a reminder at 5 p.m.
Thank you.
That's our Android that reminds us of everything, literally. everything.
The robot.
The robota. Maybe we'll have a one in a like human form one of these days. You think?
Never know, right? I will if I can.
We're not scary. Scary. Anyway, so yeah, so basically everything I've got to say, guys. I don't have a lot. You know, everything that other resellers are talking about is kind of rehashed of everything that's going on. But we're continuing the continuum. I've got that one to ship out that's due tomorrow, and then another action figure, and then we're just trying to list and get the sales down, but also working to build. That's our theme for this last week or so is build, refresh, and build, and continue to build. So we're excited about that. I don't have anything else to say, guys. Looks like I've already blabbed for half an hour, but you guys have been so fantastic, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.